All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're gonna sit on the bench. We're gonna talk about consumer law. We're gonna help y'all get to the next level as far as this consumer law stuff. So I know I talk a lot about consumer law. First of all, if you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button. Put on my post notifications so you get notified when I'm uploading videos. If you don't know me, if this is the first video you're seeing of me, my name is Michael Benjamin. I'm the CEO of Consumer Ammunition Tactics, or CAT. Yeah, get a little bit on the logo. This is my logo, CAT. So CAT cares about three things. We care about law, leverage, and legacy. So we're talking about law today, which is consumer laws. And the whole purpose of this video is just to help y'all really understand how to understand consumer law a little bit easier. So first of all, if you do not know, I have a podcast, the CAT Podcast. If you look up the CAT Podcast, you're gonna see this logo. You'll be able to start listening to it. So the first thing I say is tap into the podcast because it is free. So many episodes that you can tap into. I cover the big three meaning the Truth in Lending Act.
I'm sorry.
You just scared me, bro. The Truth in Lending Act, damn, I almost caught a fade on the camera. The Truth in Lending Act, which is TILA. We also got the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is the FCRA. We also got the FDCPA, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So there's all of these laws that you really want to understand, because the Fair Credit Reporting Act, for example, once you really understand it, it's going to help you delete like anything off of your credit report. And I actually taught a 2-hour masterclass breaking down all the important laws in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So I think it's really important that y'all tap into it. And then the FDCPA, which is a Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, it talks about the fact that there's unfair debt collection practices, the way that these debt collectors are performing. So it'll really be in your benefit to understand it, because let's say you got a collection, let's say you got a charge off, you're trying to delete. Let's say you're just tired of debt collectors harassing you. There's so many violations within the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act section that allows you to really enforce your remedy. So for example, there's a section in the FDCPA, 15 USC 1692C, the communication section. It says debt collectors are not supposed to communicate with you without your consent. So if you didn't give them written notice to contact you, that's a violation of the section. When I say violations, it's at least $1,000 violation. You can get paid for these violations. So I really want y'all to really understand that. So let's say, you're hearing all this consumer law stuff, you're ready to start going to the next level. Like I said, number one, listen to the podcast because it's free. I also have a $5 Consumer Laws 101 guide. So this guide walks you through the big three, like I said, and it's really good to look at just to start getting started with consumer law. So one thing I would say, as far as it being easier to understand the law, because I get DMs about this sometimes, like how do I know all this stuff? To be honest, you just got to start. I don't know how to make it easier than that. You just got to start. And when I've given y'all resources to actually start, literally put on a podcast. When you listen to one podcast, take notes on it. Take action. People that take action are going to get to the next level, right? If you take action, you're going to get satisfaction, you feel me? So you got to make sure you do take action. Starting, like I said, is really the best option. So once you actually start, you listen to a podcast, you get the $5 Consumer Laws 101 guide, you're really going to be in a better position than most people are when it comes to understanding these laws, you feel me? So I would say do that. And I would say when you look at the word any means no restriction. So whenever you're seeing my videos and you see me say stuff like any means no restriction, the word or means you choose what side you want to be on, and I'm quoting all of these, you got to really take notes. Quiz yourself, right? Be in different groups. I literally have a free Facebook group where we discuss all these consumer laws. So you're going to want to click the link below. I'm going to probably have it in the description below. And it'll really help you get to the next level. And like I said, it's really important you understand these consumer laws, because not only is it going to help you be free as far as knowing how you're being violated, but you can literally teach people this stuff as well, right? There's so many people in the world. You know people that I can't access, right? So if you know the information, you studying what I'm putting out, what you think you can do? You can go and teach them the way that I'm teaching them. I'm not saying that you should just go teach and you're not confident with it, because I have been studying for a minute. But the thing is, you just got to start. And another way I would say for it to be easy on y'all is don't be so hard on yourself. Because when I first started studying, it was a little bit hard, because you got to understand it. It is like a language. Consumer laws is like a language. So it's a whole new language. So you got to think about, like, maybe when you were in high school, you were studying in Spanish class, it obviously took time. So just be patient with yourself. Don't try to make it like an instant gratification thing. It's gonna take time. You gotta understand that it's not an overnight thing, it's an over life thing. So you wanna really be consistent, because when you're consistent, when you're persistent, you're gonna really get that result that you really wanna get. So yeah, I just really wanted to come on here and give y'all some information on how to really get y'all to the next level as far as understanding these consumer laws. You know, we are in San Francisco. We traveled out here just to shoot this video and things like that. So I just really want y'all to really understand that. So like I said, just start. I have a $5 guide that's gonna really give y'all the information as far as getting started. I have my podcast that's gonna really give y'all the information as far as getting started. I have a $17 FDCPA common violations guide. All of these resources you can get by going to catacticsllc.com. So I really want y'all to just start. If y'all are watching me, like, you know, he's spitting all these laws, 15 USC and this, it was because I started. So I really want y'all to start. When you start, you're going to really get to the next level. You're going to really understand the power of, you got to think about it like compound interest. You study a little bit today, study a little bit tomorrow, study a little bit after that, so you can create a schedule for yourself. It's just like doing anything in life. If you go to the gym, you're not gonna get super big or lose weight in one day. You gotta be consistent, you feel me? So really understand that. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and y'all have a blessed one.